Let me try to do this on my phone. I don't know if it'll be very clear. The point I'm trying to get across here is that there's farming that makes sense and there's farming that doesn't make sense. And there's a lot of gradations of that. So if I stipulate for the moment that corn farming in this part of the country makes a certain amount of sense, and it does, although I have my issues with it, let me say that doing so on relatively flat ground like this with an irrigation pivot is generally a reasonable thing to do. It's not illegal. It's a common practice. It produces food and feed, and it also produces energy, which I think is a mistake, but that's not exactly the point. There's a level playing field where everybody plays, and the question is whether it ultimately makes sense. And so that's in the realm of reasonably good farming practices on reasonably flat ground. But when you get into something like this, and this is not illegal, it's not immoral, it's not wrong, but it's also not right, and it's potentially quite damaging, farming on the side of a hill like that. You can see that the irrigation pivot can't go up there. You can see that it's quite a slope. You can see where all of the native grass that anchors the soil and the ecosystem on the side of that hill is now gone, and it's replaced by corn. That's not particularly good, in my opinion, for that particular place right there. Doesn't make the farmer evil or bad. Doesn't even make what he's doing wrong by many definitions. But perhaps what he's doing is unwise and somewhat short-sighted regarding the impact to the ecosystem of that particular place. So it's just something to think about.